I think one of the pervasive complicators of our role as parents today is that we live hurried lives. I don't mean we're in a hurry. Because see, when I'm in a hurry, I'm setting that agenda. I'm setting that pace. When I'm hurried, there are other forces out there that are pulling me headlong into the future, maybe against my will or against my best interest. And I think, when we ramp up the kind of technology we have, the kind of expectations that are put on a typical day, when I look at what a typical person today accomplishes by 9 o'clock compared to what our predecessors did maybe 50, 60 years ago, I mean, by 9 o'clock, we've already logged in what they could pull off in their daylight hours. And we're just getting started. And then when you add the incredible over-programming and scheduling of our kids, free time is intimidating to kids and parents. They don't know what to do. They have to be occupied and entertained or whatever. And so I think the hurried lifestyle really gets the best of a lot of people. And yet, Jesus said, "Come unto me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, learn from me, because I am gentle and humble of heart. You shall find rest for your souls, because my burden is easy and my yoke is light." As long as we're letting the world determine what our burden is, and we're taking its yoke and letting it define us, we're always going to feel hurried. God came to give us rest. I think, let me summarize this. I think Satan is, he's so shrewd. It's amazing how effective he is. Because he looks at the Christian family and says, look, I want to undermine these families. Best way to do that is get them to turn their back on God. That won't work. We're not going to turn our back on God. Okay, get them to turn their back on the Bible. Sorry, that's not going to work. We're committed to the Bible. Okay, get them to turn their back on church. That's not going to work. We're committed to church. So he says, okay, I figured out something. I don't have to make any of you Christian families bad. I just have to make you too busy. And in the process, I can steal your joy. And that's what he does.